Right then, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to a subscriber swing vid. The first time I've done one of these for quite a while. Today we're looking at Ryan's swing. Ryan sent his swing in. It's a very tidy looking swing, although he has got complaints. It says he's a 14 handicapper. The bad shot is either a duff or a pull draw, so we're seeing excessive curvatures to the left. He says he loses posture and wrist angles coming into impact, and at the minute he's working on getting a bit better rotation through his swing. So hopefully we're going to dissect this swing a little bit, give him some really good ideas and things to work on to hopefully improve his game and improve that ball flight. So let's get into it. Right then, so looking at Ryan's swing and just kind of going through it, some really good things that we see to start with. We see really good posture lines. We see really good club face control in the backswing, so at that first quarter point it's turned down as it needs to be. At the top of the backswing it's kind of parallel to his lead forearm is the club face, which is just what we want to see, but that is when the kind of problems start to occur. So what we see from here is a lot of early extension, and what I mean by that is the hips moving out towards the ball, and we see as we get into impact the body straightening, and what this consequently does is change that dynamic lie angle of that club. So as we're coming in, those hips thrust forward, that club becomes more upright, which automatically means that the loft is now pointing more to the right, and Ryan, being a good player, realises that we can't have that club pointing so far to the right as we've changed that face plane tilt. So what he does is quite dramatically change his release. So as you can see as we work it through here, it's very much a flippy type release in order to square that club face up, and I think the reason why he's getting those duff shots and more specifically those pull hooks is because there's a little bit too much flip. But the way that we're going to go around fixing this today is thinking about why the body is causing the hands to release like that. So what we're going to do first is hopefully give him a few ideas to change that early extension, to hopefully sort that out, make sure he maintains a little bit more front bend as he's coming into impact. Then hopefully, because we will stabilise that dynamic lie angle, hopefully we will negate the need for him to flip the hands and release it, and hopefully we'll just get him in some nicer, straighter shots. So let's look at those early extension ideas first. Right then Ryan, so super simple. What I want you to do, up against a wall, get into your golf kind of posture, cross your arms, put them on your shoulders, and just make some back swings where you feel as though your right glute is pushing into the wall, and then on the way through feeling as though your left glute is pushing into the wall. As you can see, I've maintained a little bit more front bend here. If we were to do this in the style of your swing, currently what we'd see is that we make a good backswing, but then from there the glutes would move up and off the wall, the body would straighten, and because of that the hands would need to come higher. We'd dramatically change the lie angle of that club, and the club face would then be pointing right. So golf posture, up against a wall, make sure both your glutes are touching it to start with, feel as though you turn into your right glute on the way back, and then feel as though you turn into your left glute on the way through. Maintains a bit more front bend, and hopefully it will sort out the issues that we see in the rest of the swing. Now if you wanted to further this, if you want to take it into a few golf swings, what I've done here is I've set up a golf bag. It's got a few kind of practice clubs in it and stuff like that. Don't matter about them though. You could either do this with a cardboard box that a golf bag comes in, or you can do it with a golf bag itself, and the aim of the game is to get set up. Again, make sure that both those glutes are touching that bag, and just make a few swings where we feel as though right glute is turning into it, and then on the way down feel as though we don't get that gap, we're not getting that space there. So feel as though that we're keeping both of those glutes back and onto that golf ball, maintaining a bit more front bend again. I'll just give it a go. So if we were to perform kind of the bad swing at the minute, we'd see this kind of move coming away from the bag. If we were to maintain a bit of that front bend, we'd hopefully see bit more of that were a better swing. And then once we've sorted how the body's working, and we hopefully get that working a bit more efficiently, it will hopefully reduce the chance of you wanting to flip this golf club and close that face to a path and potentially duff it at the same time. So once we've got that body working better and we stop that early extension, just a couple of real simple ideas for you to hopefully reduce that pull hook shot that we're seeing. Just feel as though the grooves of the club are pointed to the target for a little bit longer, and that'll hopefully just square that club face up for a bit longer. So I'll give that a go now. So again, because the way that we've changed the body, it's going to reduce the risk of that club face wanting to close, because the lie angle will be more neutral. But just in case we do still see that, just feel as though that as we're swinging down, impact and just beyond, we'll feel as though that those grooves are still pointing to the target, as opposed to them wanting to wrap down and close shut. Just like that. So there you go, Ryan. I hope you find these drills helpful. I hope that they help you in your golf swing. Just as a bit of a recap, the two main things that we need to focus on is making sure that we're reducing that early extension, which will then help you deliver a more neutral lie angle and not as upright as what we're seeing at the moment. And then from there, if we're still struggling with those overdraws, just make sure that you're feeling that club face stay open a little bit longer. as opposed to it kind of wrapping closed. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and also send your subscribe swing videos into me at either jacklee95@gmail.com, or you can send them to me on Instagram, as some people have already started doing as well. So, and yeah, pretty much that's it from me. So until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers.